Training is all risk mitigation. What exactly the crew is going to need to be able to do, what they need to know to do those things, what's the most logical order to put all of this training in to help build that big picture for the crew. I'm Jackie Mahaffey. I am the Artemis II Chief Training Officer, and this is how to train for the moon. We're here at the Johnson Space Center, where most of the training for the Artemis II mission is happening. The Artemis II mission is the first time that we are putting human astronauts in the Orion spacecraft. They will be checking out all of the life support on Orion, making sure that everything that we plan to do in the Orion capsule is going to work really well so that the next missions, when we go land on the moon, we can focus on that new stuff. This training for the crew, we've basically had to invent from the ground up. We got together the teams of experts on how to operate the different aspects of Orion. Any particular week, I might be working with a particular set of those instructors on developing a lesson for the crew, taking a look at what is everything we think we should teach them or ideas we have of things that they should know or be able to do, and look at which of those are going to best enable the mission success. And so we started giving them an introduction to the Orion vehicle, what kinds of systems we have on it, the basics on how they work. And then as soon as our simulators were ready and our mock-ups were ready, we were in them starting to actually get hands-on and see what does this look like to the crew, what do their displays look like, how is it going to be to run a procedure in Orion. We do integrated simulations with our flight control team and the crew working together for a particular part of the mission and driving what they're going to see on their displays, what they might see out their windows, and operating in that space.
I'm Toby Martin. I'm the lead engineer for the Beta Dome at the Johnson Space Center. What we have is the cockpit for the Orion simulator. It has the full simulation behind it, and we have out the window view so they can see what's happening outside the vehicle and immerses them into the environment so that they feel like they're actually flying. We project that on this massive dome behind me. We have a number of projectors that are meshed together and project that image. We can change the simulations out, and we can change the scenarios out so that people can come in and we can usually accommodate that in fairly short order.
I'm Grace Lauderdale. I'm the Exploration Project Manager, and we're sitting here in the Orion Mission Simulator at the Johnson Space Center. The training simulator trains the flight control team as well as the crew. The simulator is unique in that we have the communications network integrated into the sim. When we interact with the crew, it's usually to help them understand if something doesn't act right. We have instructors in another room that throws all sorts of malfunctions in there so that they're ready to solve any problems that we throw at them. They have procedures that they follow so that we help execute all of those malfunctions for that training event.
One of the things that's really important to the crew is making sure they have time to pre-brief and, of course, debrief afterwards. We say often in training that the training's only as good as what you take home, what you've actually reflected on. And so when they come together, not only are our instructors teaching them about the vehicle, but they are teaching us back about how to have that crew perspective of working in space or the things that are going to matter most so that we can then go write procedures or plan their day in a way that's going to be effective. Putting them in a scenario and getting to see how they problem solve together has been a really cool experience.